Hello everybody, welcome to the Geeks Handbag. I'm in glorious Paris. I'm actually here on holiday, but I thought while I'm here I might try and find a couple of the locations that we used in one of my favourite Doctor Who stories, City of Death, starring the amazing Tom Baker. So there's a particular publicity still taken from this story, which is very famous, you know the one. And it's Tom stood like this in front of the entrance to Scarles Chateau, and I've always wanted to find that location and recreate the pose, so that's my main mission while I'm here. Anyway, while we're in Paris, let's take a look around. Notre Dame. The Doctor and Romana run around there for a while before shooting across this bridge to this cafe just over here. So here it is. What's this? Right, we're off to find the doors that we used for Scarles Chateau, so I can recreate that picture, and it should be just up here. There it is, I can see it. So here it is, Scarles Chateau, and it's actually now owned by Chanel. It's a Chanel shop, and it looks like they've cleaned it up a lot since they filmed here back in the day. So as you can see, it's really busy around here. There's lots of people. I thought it was going to be a nice quiet back street, but let's try and recreate that famous pose. I'm so pleased to have finally got to go to that location. It was really busy there though. It was difficult to get a photo in front of the doors, but just about managed it. I've always really liked City of Death as a story. It's fun, it's got a razor sharp script, and I think Tom and Lala work really well together. I think they make for a great team in it. And also you've got Duggan, who adds a bit of comic relief. It's humorous, yes, but it does have its darker moments, like when the poor old professor gets killed. That's very sad. Plus it's got Dudley Simpson's wonderful score. I love his music in it. I can actually hear it in my head as I'm walking around Paris. It's just brilliant. So yeah, I've always really liked City of Death. And then of course there's the awesome Julian Glover, who played Scarles and Scarleone and all the other splinters. He was just amazing in it. So overall, I suppose it's one that you have to be in the mood in, because as I said, it is quite a light-hearted story, but it's also great to see the Doctor on location, and there's so many great lines in it. It's just overall, it's just great fun. Also, I forgot to say earlier, as well as wearing my scarf, I'm also wearing my badge in honour of Tom. And because it has no cause to be here, the art lies in the very fact that it is here. This is the art gallery that the Doctor runs up to in the episode, and he gives the doors a good old rattle. I think he's part of the TARDIS inside, I can't quite remember. But I love the scene inside the gallery where we get a cameo from John Cleese and Emily Bronn. And the story goes that they were just sat in the BBC canteen and were asked if they wanted to be part of Doctor Who, and they said yes, and it's a really wonderful little scene. Exquisite, absolutely exquisite. So the Arc de Triomphe behind me, I've actually been to the top of that, and you get a great view of Paris, but you have to go up these really narrow swirly stairs to get right to the top, and they seem to go on forever. And I just remember getting to the top of it and thinking, ah, this is lovely, but I'm terrified about going back down those stairs because they were really, really steep, and I don't remember a handrail. I'm sure there was, but can't really remember. But anyway, there it is. So on to the next location. The Musée du Louvre, the Louvre Museum. This is where the real Mona Lisa painting hangs. Somewhere in there, that lovely building. Unless, of course, it's a fake. So there it is, the iconic Eiffel Tower, where the Doctor, Romana and Duggan looked out across the Paris vista. And you know, this is about my third or fourth time in Paris, and I've never been to the top of it because of my terrible fear of heights. I really want to go up there, but I just can't face it because you can see all the way through and all that. But anyway, you can't come to Paris without coming to have a look at it. It's an amazing piece of architecture. What Paris has, it has a bouquet, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do check out thegeekshandbag.com for more news and content from me. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, so have a look at that. And I also do a weekly Doctor Who podcast with Gary that goes out every Friday called the Big Blue Box Podcast, so give that a listen. Until the next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Bye bye!